Okay, so this is an interesting bit of information. So apparently, Jalen McDaniels is on the trading block, and lots of Western Conference teams are interested in him, and it seems as if we are one of them.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
All right, guys. So we're gonna dive into this. So Jalen McDaniels, Jalen McDaniels seems to be on the trading block, according to Shams. So if it's Woj or Shams, we know 155% that is absolutely true. Now, before we talk about it, if you guys want to support the channel, clanthemerchfan.com. Thank you guys so much for the support. But yeah, so if you want to get yourself some merch, please do, man. I really do appreciate it. And if there's anything on here and you're like, it's just too much money, Clan, I can't dish out $23, man. Are you serious? Well, go over here to the stickers. I got stickers as well. So if you guys want to order some stickers, that will mean the world to me. I really do appreciate it. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this. So I came across it from Josh Paredes first, so big shout out to him. According to Shams, the Spurs are closely monitoring Jalen McDaniels, but they may opt to wait until he hits unrestricted free agency this summer. McDaniels is averaging 11 points and 5 rebounds per game for Charlotte. And we look at some of the recent stats. He has a few games where that stands out. We can see this one against Boston, in which he put up 26 points, 2 steals, an assist, 3 rebounds, and 5 for 7 3-point percent, which is absolutely ridiculous. 71% is absolutely ridiculous. We looked through pretty consistent in the month of January. A few times where it wasn't too great, but then again, I'll be completely honest and transparent. I didn't watch these games, but you can see his percentages are pretty bad. So I don't know what happened around this span. But overall, if you just look through the season, statistically, he is doing fine. Like he seems like a really decent player. Okay. Now another thing too with McDaniels, and this is the main thing, and this is why I think that it makes sense that the Spurs are interested in him, is his defense. He is a very good defensive player, at least in my opinion. Okay. I think that he utilizes his length really well. I think that he doesn't bite too often. He's a patient player. He really reminds me, as far as his hands and his quickness with his hands, he really reminds me of Derek White, to be honest. Obviously completely different size and length and everything like that. But just as far as his defensive IQ, it definitely reminds me of Derek White. But we can see here, even if you look at his steals, he has some games that stand out: 3 steals, 5 steals. So he definitely uses his length pretty well. He can stay with his defender. So I think that will be the main reason why the Spurs will grab him, because he definitely fits the mold of not only what we'll need in the future, but he fits the mold as far as what we already have. I mean, could you imagine? He's a power forward, 6'9". If you can team him up with Sohan, or maybe if you want to do a smaller ball lineup, put Sohan in center. Yes, Sohan can guard centers. He can guard 1 through 5. Or you can put him on the bench behind Sohan. It's a lot of possibilities, and you bring him in, you're not necessarily giving up on defense or anything like that. You're not suffering on defense because he came into the game. But let's just look at this article and get on out of here. Let's see what it has to say. So report, early Tuesday morning, Shams announced that there was increasing. It's not even Tuesday. When was this released? I am so late. This is January 10th. I'm so late. Anyways, yeah. So anyways, early Tuesday morning, Shams announced that there were increasing interest in Jalen McDaniels as a trade candidate ahead of the deadline. So this has been going on for a while now, and I'm just late and I'm stupid. And it says here several other teams, just like the Phoenix Suns, have interest in McDaniels. So we know now, going all the way to the future today, we know now that, yeah, it's the Spurs. So Spurs are one of those teams that have interest in him. And here's another thing, just to throw it out there. I don't know if this is stick. I don't know if this is something that's absolutely something we can look at and really dive into. But just to throw this out there, the Charlotte Hornets did show a lot of interest in Jakob Poeltl during the draft, or right before the draft. They were finding interest in Jakob, and they wanted to trade for Jakob. Would that still be the case? I have no idea. Probably not. As you guys know, I wanted the Spurs to trade Jakob and get their pick that was coming right after us. I think it was the 13th overall pick. It doesn't matter, but I did want that pick. But look, they've shown interest in Jakob, so maybe that's something there. I don't know. As it stands right now, I think Jalen McDaniels only making here. I don't want to get it wrong. I think he's only making about 1.5 million. I think. Let's see, McDaniels salary. Let's make sure. He is making 1.5. 4-year deal, 6 million. 1.5. So he is definitely worth the money. So it would have to be a little, like, they're gonna have to give up a little bit more than that to have some space for, well, shoot, Jakob Poeltl isn't that much. What's Jakob making? Like 6 million, 7 million. That's not right. Let's see. That is not right. Okay, 8 million. I was a little off. Okay, so right now, 9 million actually. Jakob Poeltl is making about 9 million, so they'll have to figure that out. I really think the Spurs need to try to move on from Jakob. I do not want to risk this unrestricted free agency. I just don't want to risk it. But hey, we'll see what happens. But yeah, just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention. If you knew, maybe you knew, maybe you didn't. But the Spurs are interested in Jalen McDaniels as of today, so that might be someone to look out for, and that will be a really, really nice pickup. But anyways, I'll give it to you guys later, man. Want to support the channel? As always, okay, my internet sucks. ClanTheMerchFan.com, link in the description. But yeah, deuces.